So today I wanted to talk a little bit about the Shark Flex Breeze table mate. It's not a sponsored video, this is something that we've bought for ourselves because we had a little mini heat wave here in the UK fairly recently. We got any number of fans and it never really seemed to be that effective. So in the cabin that we use to work from, because we're mostly home based, we do have a portable air conditioning unit. It's not really portable enough to move around our home and certainly not around the garden. And most fans also are going to be tethered because you need a power point to be able to power them as well. So this is where the USP, if you like, the unique selling point of this fan comes in. Because, as you can see here, it says it's an outdoor and indoor table fan, or tabletop fan, with 5 speeds. So, in the box, we're going to get the fan, of course, a charging cable and a remote. That's in itself not unusual for a fan. What is that what we're going to do is we're actually going to be charging the fan via this power cable here, and that means that it is absolutely fully portable. So once it's charged, we can move it around. There's a nice carry handle on here. It's very sturdy, nice build quality. The Shark products are always well made. They're of course known mainly for the vacuum cleaners. I think they're also linked to the Ninja family of products as well. We're a big fan of Ninja products. We've got many different ones. There'll be some reviews on the channel of other items that we've picked up. But back to this one. So I have just unboxed it, made sure there's a little bit of power in the fan itself. Styling wise, I think you'll agree, it looks pretty stylish. We've got that grey and yellow theming, and we've got some nice clear controls up here at the top. So we've got just 3 main things here. We've got our power, sorry, not looking at it. We've got our power, we've got our fan speed, and we've got our oscillation. So the oscillation, as you can probably make out there, you can have either 45, 90 or 180 degree range of motion, which is pretty impressive. We've got 5 speeds as well, and we're going to see that on here once we power it up. So we're going to give this a full charge obviously before I can see just how many hours of use you get out of the fan, but just having a look around it, you can see that they got a nice sturdy carry handle there, so we can pick it up, move it around, and that 180 degrees of oscillation is going to come in very useful. So let's power it up. So you can probably see the fan going there. It's a little bit brighter out here, so that's just kicked in at the first speed. You can see that white light. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're outside at the moment, so you'll probably hear quite a lot of background noise at the moment. We'll do an indoor test in another video because the fan is actually very quiet as well. I've got the camera right next to it at the moment. You can probably hear that plane overhead. Another propeller. That's a plane and very much not the fan, but I am stood. If I move back a little bit here, so I've got it out on the garden furniture just to give a little bit of a test of would this actually cool down this particular seating area, and I can feel quite a strong breeze from this distance, so that's kind of where we would be sat. So I think the outdoor test, obviously it's not going to cool down your garden if you sat quite a way away. There is a slight breeze in the garden behind us, so I will try this again when we get our next mini heat wave, which is hopefully soon. But that's certainly, I can feel the benefit of that from here. Let's move over to oscillate. So our first one is our 45 degree. Again, the fan is fairly quiet for the amount of cool air that it's chucking out. So we've got various fans around our home, one of which is one of those big metal ones, and that shakes like it's going to take off from the ground at any given time. So much so that we only really get it onto level 2 of the power. And with most fans, unless they're decent ones, all you're really doing is pushing hot air around the environment. So let's get this on to 180 so you can see that range of motion. So it's got some power in there straight out of the box, so that when you pick it up you can immediately start cooling down your area. You can see there you got a lovely range of movement, 180 degrees. Again, that's fairly unusual for fans. I would say, again, the seating area that we've got is, I'll just come back a little bit, one of these kind of round day bed type ones. So that would very comfortably get everybody sat around it, I would say. It's not 360 obviously, but yeah, 180 degrees would cover everybody sat on there. So there we have it. I will do an indoor test. I'm going to pop back in just a moment. I'm going to charge this up, and then what I'll do is, once I've uploaded the video, maybe we'll do a little update one where we talk about how many hours we get from each charge, how long it takes to charge, all of those important details. But in terms of pure versatility and of course effectiveness, doesn't matter how good it looks, how easily you can carry it, if it doesn't actually cool down any of the area, then it's a bit of a lost cause, isn't it? So the Flex Breeze, Shark Flex Breeze tabletop fan, we're going to charge it up, and you can see on there that we also get a very handy battery life indicator that will tell us when we are running out of juice, so that when we need to plug it back in, and it will still be usable whilst it's plugged in. Hope you found this useful. I think I mentioned at the start of the video that it's not a sponsored one. I just like to pass on my opinions of what we've bought. We usually do a little bit of research first. So we can put a timer on there. We've also got a 55-degree vertical tilt. I've not tried that out just yet. So we can go corded, for limitless power, even when charging. Oh, okay, cordless there, I think that's answered that question. Up to 24 hours of battery runtime. That's very, very impressive. And you've also got a remote with timer and natural breeze mode. So just quickly again, that controller there. You'd expect it to be fairly simplistic. We've got our power buttons, timer, we got our oscillation there, fan speed. I don't know what that is at the bottom. Have a little look. We're going to pair that via Bluetooth so that we can then operate this. I'm not sure why you'd need to operate it at a distance, to be honest, other than the timer, because you should be sat near it to benefit from the coolness of it. So it looks like it's going to be a really good product. I'll update as we've used it a little bit more, as I say, on how effective it is when we get to that really hot weather. Thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. You can hit the subscribe button. It means that we can reach a wider audience.